This girl done ran off the boy and then turned around and ran off her mama and still don't understand she's the problem. Child, is y'all ready to talk about it? Let's juice.
Come on, Blazer.
It's a beef for me.
Wah, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Voodoo Doll TV, back with a quick little jokes or whatever the case may be. And girl, we over here discussing love and hip hop Miami, girl. It's a lot going on down there in the Miami streets. I think it's in the water. Everybody tripping, girl. You got Shay dummy done ran off the new boy, and poor new boy, she done called them Urkel and everything. Then the mama done turned around and walked out on her because she don't understand that she's the problem. Like, there's literally no helping Shay. It's not even worth it, you know. And then on top of that, we got that little yellow girl. What's her name? Miami Tip. So busy running around here snooping in Amara Lil Dummy's business to see who her man with, and found out her man with somebody, girl. Listen, when they say sweep around your own front porch, oh yeah, girl, you look so small and so slow. We gonna talk about that. And then we also gotta deal with Chinky Diamond, girl. Chinky Diamond done had to go defend her name because all of a sudden everybody who hated Zoe wanna team up and be mean girls to go up against Chinky Diamonds. And it ain't nobody but Slinky and the crew. And you already know how I feel about them heifers, so you know I'ma roll them. Oh girl, I can't wait. And last but not least, Michael Blackson takes a paternity test to find out if he's the father of a baby because the baby ain't ugly enough. I said what I said. We gonna get into all of that. Is baby mama tripping? I'm over here tripping too, y'all. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and welcome to the dollhouse, honey. Y'all already know what time it is. Grab your things. Grab your things. Grab your things. Your liquor, your earbuds, your za, whatever it is you need. Don't say I told you to do it. Just do it responsibly. Oh, and also hype me up, girl. Hype me up. And let's get right on into the episode. So the episode opens up with Slinky in the brain trying on lipstick and lip gloss. So apparently Joy, the girl Boots, is that her name? Either way, they're supposed to be doing a joint venture because none of them been hacking on their own. I said what I said. It's a joint venture project, but Boots ain't there. So Slinky had to invite Hot Pockets and Slinky Neck to come down there and do a photo shoot to sell this CVS Walgreens lip gloss. And let me say this. I ain't buying it. I said what I said. I don't want nothing going on Slinky's lips. You got the wrong advertisers, girl. But anyway, Joy hopped in the confessional. It was like she got a little thing coming up with her and Boots. It's like a little opening for their project. And she want to invite all the girls. But she's scared that it's going to go bad because of how they went in there and tore up Shay event. And I'm over here saying, girl, you can't duck your karma. Have your event and just have them goons there. So look at Slinky. What's going on? Tell me about it. Because I already heard about things that happened. And so Joy tells Slinky that her and Boots pulled up the Shay's event, cussed her out, called her everything but the child of God, told that girl mama, you gave birth to a serpent and all of that. Joy did say she felt bad about saying that to that girl mama, but it was the truth. She said, but they told a girl a whole little thing up. She said, but it was worth it because Shay ain't worth a dime, and Shay should have never played with her and her sister and her people and all of that. And I'm over here saying, but you was over there playing with T-double-D with your sister. Girl, move around, Joy. So then Slinky brings up Zoe because apparently Zoe done moved to Houston. I think we saw that last season. But she said Zoe wanted to do a project with her. And then Joy said she feels some type of way about Zoe letting Chinky run her out of Miami to Houston. And I'm over here saying, wait, y'all might have ran that girl out of Miami. Y'all wasn't rocking with her. Y'all was trying to fight that girl. I was trying to fight that girl and everything, Joy. Y'all have revisionist history. But they want to put it on Chinky Diamonds because her and Chinky Diamonds got into it. And I don't think that's right. I think that played a part, but I don't think that's right. And look at Hot Pockets. Yeah, it was Chinky and Zoe better than me because I would have never let her run me out of here. She came over here trying to be with Zoe. And I'm saying, no. Zoe don't have no identity. Zoe was trying to take on Chinky's. Y'all is crazy, girl. I can't stand these girls. Then they had the nerve to bring up the fact that they purposely didn't go to Chinky's event because I guess they were standing in solidarity for Zoe. No, they wasn't. I'm going to tell you what it was. Slinky and the gang are just a bunch of mean girls. All they do is try to gatekeep artistry and the people coming up in the industry. And it's sad and it's sick that y'all give them that type of power. Ain't nobody checking for TWD or Slinky. I've been trying to tell y'all them people don't have no weight outside of Dead County, girl. We don't rock with them. We ain't seen them people since they ain't no nail. Girl, bye. Then Miami Tip pulls up to tell everybody that she's going through it because her son going off to college for the 12th time, and she still said, Miami Tip, please, get to why you really here. She said that basically she found out her nigga be texting people and all of that, and he be going to take phone calls outside, and she don't know what her intuition is telling her. Girl, that nigga cheating, and you know it. Why you coming over here, slow stroking it? Pull the Band-Aid off, girl. Rip it off. That nigga cheating, and you was over there all up in the Myra business when you should have been in your own. But you know what, Miami Tip? That's good for you. Now go ahead on and try to slow stroke this thing for these girls so you can act like you just figuring it out. You know that nigga cheating, girl. Let's move on. So now we move to the next scene. Shay Dummy is going to meet up with the boy that her mama hooked her up from the church with. Now this the craziest part. She haven't seen the boy since she cursed him out like a dog, called him everything, Steve Urkel, his daddy, grandpa, and everybody. And the boy was just trying to help her. But she's never had love before, so this is foreign to her. So she meets up with the dude and said that she's sorry she hadn't spoke to him since the last incident. She said, but in her opinion, she just felt like a lot of people didn't have her back. He didn't really pay attention to the signs that she didn't want to be touched on and messed with. And she didn't appreciate that, but it's cool because she had to give him another chance. So now the boy looks over to Shay and you can tell he really is disgusted, but he just trying to wrap this thing up. So he basically tells Shay that he had no ill intentions for her. He literally was there trying to protect her and de-escalate a situation that he thought could have went really left. And that's really how men do. But see, Shay ain't never had no man, So she's taking his protection as an insult or as him being an enemy. She gives her defense, and her defense was, these girls came into my event. They cursed me. They cursed my mama. They tore my stuff up. I had to defend myself, so I did what I needed to do. The boy looked at her and said, yeah, I get that. But at some point in time in life, through growth and maturity, you got to go through a thing called accountability. Like, you not taking in effect that you played a part in any of this. And honestly, any and everybody would say this to Shay. But again, Shay lives in the Lulu land. She don't know what's going on in the real world. So Shay immediately responds in defense mode and feels like this dude is just trying to take everybody else's side because she did what she felt she needed to do to protect herself. And it's not her fault, it's their fault. You know how Shay go. And this is the thing. These people like Shay, you got to leave them be. You can't talk no sense into him. And no matter how much this dude talk about accountability, she's not hearing it. It got so far to where the boy was like, listen, I didn't want it to get physical. And she was like, well, I don't want no man that's scary. And the boy was like, scary? I'm just mature enough to know when to handle situations appropriately and take accountability. But again, this is Shay Dummy. We call her Shay Dummy not for no reason. Dummy part have more of a meaning than the Shay part. That's the part that goes over everybody's head. So Shay jumps up in disgust and she says she can't believe this nigga didn't have her back, but she should have knew it because that nigga couldn't commit to them braids in his head. She said, so I'm getting up and I'm leaving. She said, the next time you see me, it's gonna be on TV. And the boy said, get your ugly ass up out of here, stupid. Oh, and I said, there go, Shay, please. Ain't nobody checking for you, girl. And if you keep this up, you're gonna die alone with a cat. Let's move on. So now we move to the next scene. Michael Blackson is going to see baby mama number 2. Now, mind you, this is the second baby that Ryder, the first baby mama, knows about. And this the one she want Michael to cut off. She want them to just have a family. But this girl is trying to move to Miami. She's trying to be a side family too. Now, the crazy part is Michael Blackson, like I said, not only missed Ryder's baby's birth, but he missed this baby's birth too. It's almost like this Negro going around planting seeds and just hoping that they grow. Like, what the hell? So he tells her that he not sure about the Miami move just yet because he just trying to figure out the situation with Ryder. And that girl not trying to hear none of that. But you see, Michael Blackson have a lot going on. He done lied to Ryder about all types of stuff. He got Ryder baby. he got this baby, and then he got a possible baby over there in Africa. That's 2 in a possible, girl. If this was spades, he would be losing. So he got a lot going on, and he don't know how to deal with it. But this girl don't want to hear none of that. That girl says, so when is me and the baby packing up our things and moving around the corner from you and your old lady? Cause you know she one of them girls. She one of them girls that don't care. She'll live next door and act like they neighbors. You hear me? Don't ask my neighbor. Now, Michael is already stressing out because he done went all the way out there to Africa to see if this baby is his, and he didn't get a definite answer. On top of that, he said he's happy that this girl didn't tell the first baby mama about the possible baby. Then on top of that, he not even sure if he really gonna get an answer about this new baby, because the culture out there is when you got somebody else's husband, the village be shaming them hoes and they can't come out with their babies. Boy, if they tried this in America, you hoes will windmill with your head down. Do you hear me? So the girl go to put the baby down and she was like, oh, that's cool and all. And I hear all what you saying, but me and this baby is ready to move and I already got my bags packed when we leaving. So Michael was like, I just can't do it right now. I have to make sure Ryder is straight. And the girl is starting to figure it out. It's Ryder. All of this is about Ryder. She said she do feel some type of way that he missed the birth, but she not feeling too bad about it because he missed Ryder's baby birth. She said, but she's starting to realize that this nigga moving funny behind Ryder. She was like, and Ryder's just gonna have to get used to it, baby. They're a family now. So the girl was like, look, Mike, with your little ugly ass, I ain't stupid. I already know I'm the side chick. I ain't trying to be the main. I knew what I signed up for when I had this baby. He said, but you're not about to throw me to the left like I'm just some random. I am the mother of your child, the mother of your seed, nigga. He said, and what you will not do is neglect me and my little half-breed. I didn't sleep with you and look you in the eyes, in the face, looking like that for no reason. We gonna reap these benefits, and I said what I said. Now, this threw Michael for a loop. Because Michael, number one, got a lot of issues going on at the house. But even more importantly, he don't even know if this baby his. Now, he said he done put skin to skin on the baby. He said, but every time he look at the baby, he not quite sure. And I'm telling y'all why he's saying that. Because he don't think the baby ugly enough. I said what I said. And I'm not saying that to say Ryder baby ugly. Bruce Leroy is not ugly. What I'm saying is Michael Blackson have a look. And he don't see it on the baby. Don't act crazy, y'all. And I ain't gonna lie. I feel like this girl probably said, you know what? I'm side chick number 2. I might as well let this nigga skeet off in me and take care of me for the next 18 years. And this girl is ready to cash in her lottery ticket. I'm of confusion as to why Michael Blackson is acting like he don't know what's going on. So now there's a knock at the door, and the girl get up and was like, wait, who at the door? Who all coming over here? You got somebody coming? And Michael Blackson was looking to the left like he didn't know what was going on. Whole time he had to set the whole guest up. So the girl get to the door, and it's some little clear woman talking about she there from the Maury show. And I said, what? And the girl looked over to Michael Blackson and said, you black Earl looking ass nigga. I know you ain't call them clear people over to my house to swab my baby. And Michael Blackson said, you're damn right I did, slut. My friend told me he smashed on you the other week. I don't know if this baby mine. And at this point, if the baby is mine, you'll let the lady come swab the baby. And I said, oh, Michael, you're dirty. You're dirty. And the girl already know that this ain't Michael's idea. This is coming from his old lady, Ryder. Because see, Ryder want to know if the baby really is. See, Ryder probably at home crossing her fingers, hoping the paternity test come back negative, child. I'm telling you how it go, girl. So they go get the baby, and y'all see the baby. And like I say, the baby look different from Michael Blackson. I'm not saying nothing about nobody else, baby. But you look at this baby and think about Michael Blackson. If you was Michael Blackson, I would test the baby too. Say what I said. If this was my baby, the very first time I laid eyes on him, if I was Michael Blackson, I'd be swabbing them cheeks. Now, the girl said she ain't really tripping, though. She said, you know, I really feel played that this nigga came in here with these people to swab my baby. She said, but you know what? God said high and look low. Swab the baby. She said, because see, when these results come back, me and the baby get in the car with this nigga. He just don't know it yet. So, girl, they done swab little Bruce Leroy the third, and now we gonna figure out if he is Michael Blackson's child. I'ma say this, girl. This is not motivated by Michael, and that's why it's a problem. Not because he don't think it's his. It's because I feel like he's only having this sense of urgency to appease Ryder, and Ryder is a dirty girl, but we gonna get to her. Let's move on. So now we move to the next scene. Chinky Diamonds go see the girl Rocky. Now remember, Rocky is the girl who got on the plane from Miami and went all the way up to Omaha to snatch Chinky Diamonds away from her baby to chase the dream, or whatever the case. So she has a lot invested in her, about $300-400. She was like, so girl, we'll see what's going on. So Chinky goes to tell her that she's struggling a bit, even though she's making it. She's just struggling being a new mom, having a baby, leaving a baby and all of that, trying to chase these dreams and nightmares. She said, but you know, she gonna make it through. Rocky said, but that's not what the word on the streets is. She said, girl, I have to talk to you about your performance and how the people is talking about you in the streets. She said, girl, first and foremost, we threw you a whole party. You showed up 30 minutes before the party was over. And look at Chinky. I wanted to be fashionably late. She was like, Then on top of that, I invited Slinky and the gang to the party. They didn't show up. And when I find them, they tell me they didn't show up because they beefing with you. And they beefing with you because you beefing with Zoe Brinks. And if you beefing with Zoe Brinks and the city don't rock with you, girl, I'm going to need my $500 back. So Chinky was like, huh? That's not true. She was like, yeah, me and Zoe had our little 1-2. She said, but for all them girls to say that they don't mess with me because of Zoe, she was like, that is insanitary because they was the main ones bullying that girl, calling her big, fat, funky, and cheesy and all of that. How they gonna throw this on me? She said, then on top of that, I feel like they just picking on me and bullying me because I'm not from here. She was like, and I know it ain't nobody but just Slinky and them. She said, and I can't deal with this. I got a baby. And the girl was like, see, the part you seem to keep missing is you keep bringing up this baby like I care. She said, I'm in the whole $500 and the people not rocking with you. Now, I'm going to give you one more chance. This time I'm not spending no money on you, so I hope you got enough money to pay your part of the bill. She said, but you got to get yourself together. What you need to do is find a way to make it right with Slinky and the gang, because if you don't have their cosign, it's not going to work for you. Now, I don't think this is fair, y'all. I don't think this is fair at all. I don't think she should have to go through Slinky and nobody to get up to the top. Chinky is actually talented. I'm not saying Zoe not, but I think that this is messed up that she has to go back over there and kiss their ass. Who the hell is checking for Slinky? I hate that y'all made her famous. I hate it. But Chinky said she not even tripping though. She said she gonna find out where they at and go pull up on them and see if she could talk this thing out and see if they can make heads or tails of it, child. Let's move on. Now we move to the next scene, and Miami Tip is helping her son to pack up for the 11th time this season to go off to college. The problem I had with Marshmallow right here is she was moping around the house. Girl, why? All of a sudden, she done broke down in the corner, girl, done fell down the wall, slid down the wall. The son looking like somebody done popped in the back of the head. He don't know what's going on. He looks over, he said, Ma, is you okay? Did somebody pop you? And she's like, no, son, I'm just stressed out and going through it. You know, I've been with that nigga for like 10 years. And I just found out that nigga was cheating on me. He must have been cheating with that girl down the street. I can't believe he did this to me. How I'm supposed to make it out of this? And the son looking at her like, Mama, I been told you that nigga was cheating. Like, I mean, we going through this again. No, but for real, the boy was like concerned that his mama is stressed out, and he told his mama, don't worry about it. She can get a new nigga. She always do. But Lil Marshmallow hopped into the confessional to tell us that this time is different because she gave this nigga her all, and she couldn't believe that she was eavesdropping on this nigga and heard him telling some other trick that he was over there just to get on scenes for Love and Hip Hop. She said it really hurted her soul because she thought that nigga really loved it her. This the worst part, but yet the best part. Miami Tip actually took accountability for the fact that she was so busy looking all up in everybody else's business that she needed to snoop around her own front porch because everything she found out about Amara was really going on with her and her nigga. She said, I can't believe I done let myself get caught up again. She said, you don't understand, son. I feel so used and abused. Used like a paper towel. Used. She said, but you know what, though? God got me. He said, now you about to leave me in this house by myself. He said, but I guess that's what God wants. That's what he loved, for me to be by myself. I just hope I make it out of this, son. And the boy said, Mama, go lay down. Let me hurry up and pack this car up and get up out of here. Let's move on. So now we move to the next scene, girl. Shay Dummy meets up with her mama because she haven't seen her mama as well since the event where Bucky and them, or Boots, whatever the girl, came in and cussed her out and called her everything but the child of God. Now remember, they don't think she's wrong in anything. Shay believes that everybody keeps picking with her, and basically she's just responding. She don't understand the big deal. So Shay basically tells her mama that she feels some type of way about the girl Boots, Bucky, whatever, the other girl from Flavor of Love. She feels some type of way that girl told her mama that she shitted out a rotten egg or something, or she had a spoiled child. And the mama said, yeah, I ain't like that. I ain't gonna lie. That really hurted my feelings because I had to look at my child and look at you like a rotten egg. She said, but you know what hurt me worse than that, Shay? She said, I want you to know that I spoke to the young man that I hooked you up with last night. And Shay said, and what did he say? She said, well, let me tell you how it went. That boy really feels some type of way that you just sat up there and emasculated him in front of that whole room. All he wanted to do is love you and protect you. I tried to find somebody to love you, but you don't even know how to spell love or protection. What is wrong with you, girl? Did I drop you? Was I smoking weed like Rockhead when I was pregnant? What is going on? She said, I done sacrificed everything I had for you, girl. And it seems like there's nothing that's going to be enough. Everything that I've done, you just throw it back in my face. And as it pertains to this boy really thought he was going to have a shot with you. And this is how you betray him and portray me? And Shay was like, but Mom, none of that matters. What matters is I'm your daughter and I feel like everybody did me wrong. I ain't worried about that weird looking ass nigga, no way. It is what it is. I'm done with him like I could be done with you. It's nothing. And the mama said, but Shay, you don't understand. You just missed out on possible love, girl. This could have been the love of your life. And Shay was like, Mama, you don't understand. I don't care about none of that. So then the mama had to hit her with an old school line. She said, Shay, you just don't understand what you're walking away from.
He's a good man, Savannah. A good man.
She said, this might be your last opportunity for happiness. And you willing to throw it all away because you're just selfish and crazy and slow? What is wrong with you? And look at Shay.
Ma, I am sick of you telling me how I should live my life, who you think I should love, marry. Ma, I'm sick of it. I have a job. I have friends. Ma, I have interests that you don't even ask about. Because only one thing counts with you, Mama. Mama, I tell you what, why don't you fucking marry him then?
And when Shay told that to that lady, it almost sent that lady wig and her all the way up the stairway to heaven. Shay wrong for that. That lady had to take a step back and say, oh my God, this bitch really is the spawn of the devil. I can't believe I done shitted out Satan himself. Lord, please forgive me. So now the mama mad. She said she done had enough and she got to going off. The mama said she don't want to hear nothing else out of Shay's mouth. She said because Shay is just slow. She said she's done with trying to help Shay. At this point, she feel like she need to pull herself back from this and let Shay figure it out. She said, Shay, no more. Gone are the days of you dropping this baby off and letting me babysit trying to make it seem like I'm getting grandmother time. Gone are the days of you calling me every time of these niggas leaving you and cussing you out and beating you down to the bike. Gone are the days of me bailing you out of jail. Gone are the days of me paying your rent. And gone are the days of me lying telling people to buy that nasty ass health tea you selling. I'm done with you, Shay. I'm done. I want nothing more to do with you. I'm pulling myself back. Mama basically feels like Shay just don't want to take any responsibility or accountability for her actions. Shay is a perpetual victim. And I'm like, duh. But the mama finally realizes that and says she's done with Shay. Now, Shay's response to that is, that's her mama's problem. She said her mama never did believe in her. And that's why she got to go look for these niggas to give her love. Girl, Shay, please. Now, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to discount that from Shay. Maybe that is true. But that's not the truth in this particular situation. Shay, you just deflecting, girl. You just ain't worth the dime. And your mama done had enough. And I'm not gonna lie, if I'm your mama, I step back from you too. Because maybe Shay need to sit alone for real. And look in the mirror and see she's the problem. So the mama said she done had enough. Shay over there trying to explain to her mama why she's never wrong and the mama is always wrong. She said, and she didn't had enough, and the mama walked away and said she's done. Now, you know, Shay ain't used to this. Because Shay normally have at least her mama in her corner, even in all of her BS. Even when she done dragged her mama down to the ground, her mama stays in her corner. But this time, that walk away felt a little different to her. You can tell. You can tell when her mama walked away, she was saying, Mama, Mommy, Ma. And her mama kept walking. You could tell when her mama walked off and they said cut, this was this old. With a duck ass. Let's move on. Now, girl, we move to the next scene. Michael Blackson's first baby mama, Miss Sarah Lee here. She over there snapping her fingers and tapping her feet, waiting on Michael Blackson to come in there like she waiting on the results for an STD test. So Michael Blackson comes in and he's like, hi, babe, you look so beautiful. And she's like, shut your ugly ass up, nigga. Cut to the chase. Did you get the shit? And he was like, well, yeah, I got it. But I mean, hello, you could have gave me a kiss or something. She was like, I don't want to hear that ugly ass shit. Come sit next to me so I can see this damn test. Remember, this is taking Michael by storm because even though he's taking the test, he hasn't looked at the results yet, but he's still nervous because he's got this baby mama, the other baby mama, and then the one in Africa. That's two in the possible. He ain't never played spades. They don't play spades in Africa, so he don't know what to do with them odds. But he ended up agreed to going over there and show her the results. And this is the worst part. Before he can open the results, he was reading a paper and basically reading how it said, you know, for the results of Michael Blackson's father and so-and-so mother. And then it said whatever the baby name, but Blackson as the last name. Tell me why the baby mama got mad. So Ryder looks up and was like, what? That baby has your last name? How could you? And I'm over here saying, because that's his child. See, Ryder is slow as a turtle. You let him go cheat. If he should happen to get somebody pregnant and they have a baby, they supposed to have his last name. Like, what do you mean? So she asked if he signed the birth certificate and he was like, no. He said she signed it. He said, I haven't signed it yet. He said, but that's why we got this paternity test so we could see how it go. Now, I don't know what state that is. Maybe that's a Florida thing. And I don't know what state the other lady is. But I know in Louisiana, you can't sign nobody else's last name on the birth certificate. So that one kind of threw me for a loop. But either way, I think it's messed up that she would even be upset about that. I mean, I get it. You want to make sure the results are here first. But to be upset that this baby possibly is his and has his last name, I think that says a lot about Ryder. But we know about Ryder because Ryder basically wants him to be a deadbeat to everybody except her child. And to me, I think that's messed up. And that's a flawed characteristic in her that he need to pay attention to. Because guess what? I wouldn't trust my other children around Ryder. Yeah. Ryder be around there pinching the baby, not giving the baby snacks and all of that. And see, he don't have no black baby mamas. Maybe the one in Africa might be black, but somebody be done pop Ryder, you know. But anyways, Ryder, like I said, is having a tough time because she really and truly don't want this baby to be Michael Blackson's. In Ryder's perfect world, the baby doesn't belong to Michael and they can ride off into the sunset and live happily ever after, and hopefully he won't cheat with nobody else again and he'll just want to be with her and they can have a family. But the fact of the matter is that's not going to happen. And to make matters worse, this man not only have to worry about these test results, he also said he gonna peel the Band-Aid off or snatch it off and just tell her that the girl want to move to Miami if the baby is his. Girl, Michael Blackson got all the gall and balls in the world. He could never do this with black women. Never. But anyways, so they read the results and it turns out that the baby is Michael's. And I'm telling you, this devastated Ryder because she wanted him all to herself. In her mind, yeah, I let you play before this baby, but now that I'm pregnant and we got this baby, we gonna play like we a real happy family, like for real. And that's not what Michael Blackson wants. That's not what he signed up for. And at the end of the day, she didn't sign up for that either. She can't get mad that he wants to continue living the life that they agreed on in the first place. Like, she's the one reneging on the deal, not him. And then on top of that, reneging on the deal and wanting him to abandon his child. Yeah, Mike, you already know you about to go on child support. Oh, and then I forgot to add, she even so anal about Michael going places, she was even mad that they had the DNA test done at the girl house. Like, That's what I said. Ryder is setting herself up or has set herself up for the kill and mad at the results. Like, I don't think this is fair for that baby. I don't think it's fair for her baby because she the type that'll keep Michael away from her baby because she mad that he over there taking care of the other baby. And you know what was telling? When he said, I'ma fix this Ryder, and she was like, how you gonna fix it? Put it back in your balls? That told me everything I need to know. Ryder is not to be trusted. Run for the hills, nigga. You done messed up with this one. I'm telling you now. At any rate, Ryder gonna have to get it how she live because Bruce Leroy got another little brother and a possible one on the way too. Let's move on. So now we move to the next scene. Miami Tip is meeting up with her cheating ass nigga. Now, mind you, I didn't realize that she was really working for this nigga. So apparently she be editing content for him. Girl, you is being used. Duck, duck, goose. You could have called me. I'd have told you that. So she sits down with the nigga and was like, man, what's up? Like, I found out you was texting some girl, telling this girl you using me for the scenes. Like, what's tea? And he was like, it wasn't like that. Me and that girl just friends. And I was just lying to her and telling you the truth. I really love you. Don't be like that. And Miami Tip was like, nigga, stop playing with me. She was like, I've been with you all these years and you really just sat on here and played with me like that. You used me for a spot to get on Love and Hip Hop. You used me to edit your videos and you used me to get in the strip club for free on Wednesdays. I feel some type of way about this. But the boy was like, see, that's your problem. You keep talking and you not letting me talk. Now, granted, I don't have nothing to say, but that's not the point. The point is you never let me talk. And that's why I had to cheat on you. You see? He said, but look, I'm sorry though. I really want to make it work. Give me another chance to show you I'm really real this time. And Miami Tip was like, nah, nigga. I done had enough. At this point, it's time for you to pack your bags, fat. Get up out of here. I gotta go through my hell by myself. That's all right. But you gotta go. You ain't gotta leave, but you gotta go right now. And I said, shout out to Miami Tip. Reclaim your time, girl. And the boy was like, for real? Like, she serious? Like, producer, she for real? Cause I mean, for real, I ain't got nowhere else to go. She really kicking me out? And the people was like, yeah, we already packed your bags, fat. They at the door. You gotta go. And he said, damn. He said, I gotta find a way to get back in. Let's move on. So now we move to the next scene and it's Boots. Is she the Boots girl? Whatever. Her and Joy is throwing their event. Ain't nobody there but T-Double-D crew. But anyway, they throwing their event for their lip gloss and whatnot. And the girl Boots, Bucky, whatever her name is, she said she's real excited about this. She said because she already been doing her entrepreneurial thing. She said, but Joy needed a leg up. So she decided to reach back and help. So she said, you know, this is a little charity work she do every now and again around the hood. Anybody who want to be sponsored next year, call her, you know. Now, mind you, this storyline of her still beefing with Shay behind some stuff from Flavor of Love 20 years ago is so stale. I really wish y'all had lied in the storyline and made it seem like they had a little piece of friendship in between that so we can have stuff to go off of because this is weird. Like, girl, you look desperate. But anyway, she's excited to have the launch going on and hopefully some of these helpers could buy some of this lip gloss so she could pay her rent. Now, look who's walking in looking like a number 2 pencil, girl. I had done looked away and looked back to my screen, and this is what I saw. And I said, what in the hell is this? Turns out it's Bobby Lights, girl. Bobby, what do you want? And why is you over here looking crazy? Talking about this your alter ego. Bobby, you look so bad. I have to say that. Drag don't look good on you, Bobby. It just don't. But anyway, Bobby said he's there to support or whatever, even though he don't know how this gonna go. Because remember, he kicked Hot Pocket them out of his event for Amara and them. So he nervous. He don't know how this about to go. But as soon as he get in there, he see Hot Pockets and beelines right over to her to see if they cool. He really trying to check their temperature or check her temperature to see if she gonna get him kicked out. And honestly, that girl would be well within her rights to kick your ass out, Bobby Lights. Because you wrong, bruh. You go as far. And she told him, she said, you know, Bobby, we family and all, but I really feel some type of way that you printed up flyers and put my face on them. You could have called me and I wouldn't have just came. Don't put my face on no flyers like that if we real family like you claim we is. And Bobby was like, you know what, sis? You right, because we might argue, we might fight, we might even sleep with each other's husbands. But at the end of the day, we is still family. And I was wrong to do that, to put y'all on a flyer. So I want to offer my apologies and let you know, sister, that even though I still don't really like you for real, I really do just love you, you know. So they ended up hugging it out. Bobby was just so happy because he was scared they was going to kick him out. Because, you know, Bobby don't be having nowhere to go. Don't nobody really be cool with Bobby. He just be over there, hanging around Zeus network like a stray cat. Ciao. So then Bobby Lights go and introduce Boots. I'm going to call her name, Larissa. She introduces Larissa to Gael, and Gael was like, oh, I remember you from Flavor of Love. I heard you and Shay is beefing, girl. What is y'all beefing for? Like, what's tea? Like, I thought y'all was cool and friends since Flavor of Love. Like, I don't understand. And Bobby jumped in and was like, they was never friends. Well, I'm confused. If they was never friends, then why is Larissa mad? Girl, y'all just say anything, talking around in circles. Now, on the flip side, Chinky Diamonds heard about the party and decided that she would crash it because she's trying to get back in good with Slinky in the gang. And that's where she messed up, because I wouldn't. I go clean round them heifers. You don't need to go through them to get through no industry, girl. So when she come in, I noticed security was kind of holding her. And I'm over here saying, now why does Slinky need security? I swear to God, ain't nobody running up to Slinky for nothing unless they gonna pop one of her necks. Ain't nobody running up to Slinky. What she need security for? And then furthermore, why they holding that girl back like that? At any rate, they ended up letting her go, and the girl went over there to shake everybody's hands. And when she got to certain people's hands, they didn't want to shake it back. Joy and Hot Pocket played the girl. It wouldn't even give the girl a proper handshake. So the girl ends up turning her attention to Slinky and was like, hey, Slinky, I heard word on the street is the hoes don't really rock with you, but the people is telling me in order for me to get to the top, unfortunately, I got to come through you and one of your necks. So I'm trying to figure out if me and you could talk on the side without these hating ass hoes, because happy hoes ain't never hating, and hating hoes ain't never happy, She was like, so I think that if me and you step to the side outside of these hoes, we can really come to some common ground and you could let me up this ladder, because I'm trying to make it out here in these streets. I got churn. And look at Joy. No, ain't nobody letting you up no ladder. You don't need to get up no ladder for how you play with Zoe. No, we ain't letting you up no ladder. Shut up, Joy. You ain't even on the ladder, let alone up it. All you is Trina's goddamn lipstick. Girl, bye. So then Chinky starts to explain that a lot of these things are misunderstandings. She was like, especially between her and Zoe. She was like, that was a one-on-one situation that absolutely had nothing to do with Joy. She said, but for some odd reason, Joy is just trying to put this all on her, and she don't know why. She said, but at the end of the day, she has good intentions, and her and Zoe's situation is just that, her and Zoe's situation. But she has talent, and she want to get up the ladder to show the world her talent. Now look at Hot Pockets. Ain't nobody let you up no ladder. Shut your fat ass up. And I said, this is why I don't like cliques, and this is why I hate gatekeepers, because this girl don't have no business even responding or commenting on any of this. But here goes Hot Pocket. And you know what? I love that Chinky Diamond straight up told her, girl, shut your dumb ass up. You don't write, rap, sing, bitch. You can barely walk and chew gum at the same time. Go sit your disco ball head ass down. I love that for Chinky, because that was the easiest way to shut down an irrelevant bitch. Yes, not irrelevant, irrelevant. You get it? So anyways, Joy decides to pile on with the situation and basically make it seem like this girl is just the worst thing since sliced bread. And according to Joy, she don't too particularly appreciate the fact that Chinky done ran Zoe all the way to Houston to get gastric bypass surgeries and whatnot. And I said, Joy, you the one told that girl she needed that. Or was it Hot Pockets? But anyways, it turned into a big old back and forth. They had to get in front of Chinky Diamonds to hold her back, because Chinky really wanted to pop Joy and Hot Pockets. And honestly, I think she should have, because I don't like how they're repainting this narrative. These are the facts. When Chinky Diamond came on this show and came down to Miami, Zoe took a liking to Chinky Diamonds. But let's be real. Although Zoe took a liking to Chinky, it seemed like Zoe did that because Chinky actually has character and creativity. It was Zoe starting to do everything Chinky was doing, and not the other way around. I think Chinky caught on to that and was like, nah, I'm good on her. And that made Zoe mad. Now, if Zoe ran, that's on Zoe. But Zoe can't be mad at nobody but herself. And for Joy and them to put this on Chinky, that was messed up to me. Look at Slinky. Y'all see? This why me and my husband, I never take him out of his car seat to bring him in nowhere, because y'all don't know how to act. Every time we go somewhere, y'all getting into it. Shut your neck up, girl. Shut up. So as they rush, what's the girl Chinky Diamonds out of the building, Gael hopped into the confessional and said she is heaven now. So she feel like she need to go outside and make it better for Chinky, because even though she don't like Chinky, that's what God would do. She said, what would Jesus do? And Jesus would go out there and check on her. So she gonna go see what's going on. So she went out there and was like, Chinky, what's going on? And Chinky was like, no, them hoes really trying to play on my top and make it seem like I'm a mean girl and I'm this, that, and the third, and I'm not. It's really them. And it's true. They're projecting onto Chinky Diamonds because the real mean girls is Slinky and the gang. As soon as she said that, here come Joy and them walking out the door, and look at Joy. Shut up, Chinky, with your fat ass. Shut up. And I'm like, Joy, you got to stop with all of that. That girl ain't even messing with you. Why is you coming out the door messing with that girl? Leave that girl alone. And you know how it is. They done got Chinky started. Chinky want to fight. Joy don't never want to fight. Joy look like poor Joy. She a nice girl. She like she don't even fight, you know. But you over there starting all this stuff with this girl, and this girl trying to make it and feed her children. She's just a girl trying to make a way. Working it hard, but it's going to be okay. Now, they done got the hooping and hollering all outside them people establishment. I wish I was a neighbor or a walk-by bystander. Bitch, I would have called the police and had the SWAT team over there arresting everybody. Say what I said. But they out there cutting up with all that commotion in front of them people, place of business and all of that. And Gael had to step in because she saw it was going crazy. Gael said, listen, Chinky, let me walk you to the car, fat, because if I don't walk you to the car, they going to jump you. They going to beat you up, fat. You by yourself. I don't want to see you down bad like that. So Chinky was like, you know what? It's cool. She chucked up the deuces and was like, I'm going to catch you hoes on the next side. I'm going to catch y'all hoes on the flip side. And when I catch y'all by yourself, it's up. And Hot Pockets was over there going crazy. Hot Pockets, please. That was the end of the episode. What y'all think about it? Drop down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Also, don't forget to hype me up. And leave a comment down in the comment section and let me know what you thought about this week's episode. And on that note, I'll see y'all hoes later on the next one. Bye.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.